So our plans are working out so far, and we now have a list of skills on the website. So as you can see, we will need to create a new skill. So when we create a new skill, our aim is to clean up everything about skills, which is the create, the view, the edit, and delete sections of the skills. So as you can see, the create skill is still giving errors. So because we're still using the default template, so we're just gonna go to the resources, and we trace skills. From skills we can go to add, and then every occurrence of book we change it to skills. So I'm just gonna do Ctrl+H on my keyboard, Ctrl+H. Then every time I see books, I'll change it to skill. Then I'll replace all, and we're relatively sorted. Then skills have name. So we're gonna change the first field to skill name. So we have skill name, and then we're gonna look for skill. Enter skill name, and then we just quickly title name, and then the next one is the skill description. So let's quickly check out the database to be sure that we're dealing with description. So we have name, URL, and description of the skill. So every skill has this. So what we're gonna do is to quickly open this, and we're dealing with, repeat this for the URL. This is the first field, so we recreate this field for the URL. So we call it has URL, and then we're looking for enter URL, skill URL, and then basically we have URL, and then we have URL. So URL is sorted out. The next thing we're going to look at is the description. So we're just going to call this, oops, make sure that you have URL to here in the name attribute. So I'm just going to scroll up and make sure that we have name here. Alright, description. Let me copy it, and enter your description here. Enter description, cool. And then we have error.description. Okay, so this basically sorts it out for us. So what we're gonna do is to go and refresh the page we have and see if we still have this error. So refresh, and good, we're good to go. So we can now create a new skill from here, and this is only available to admin. So if we go back to the page, the skills index page, only admin should be able to see this button. So let's quickly confirm. So we go to index, we go to new skill, add new skill. As you can see, we don't have that option for admin, so we need to use an if statement and make sure that only admin can create this. So we're gonna check if the auth, we're basically checking if the role ID is of this user is less than 3. If the role ID is less than 3, then this user is an admin, and we're going to make sure that it exists at all, which means if by any chance this user's ID doesn't exist, it will be less than 3 if it is null. So we don't want a random user without any role ID having admin skills. Okay, so right here we just close it, we do an end if. So we're sorted out, and we're good to go. In the next video we will treat the view page, because on the view page it's going to be a little tricky where we'll have to list all users that already have that skill. I have an error, remove value, and apparently twig is sensitive to capital letters, so we're just going to change it to small letter. So we're going to do and. So if the role ID exists at all, and If it is less than 3, then we're good to go. So we go and refresh, and we have this. Only admin can see this right now. Okay, so in the next video we will look at just the view page. As you can see, still throwing error. We'll fix it in the next video and we're good to go.